Amazing speech. Our next speaker, Tim Wilson.
Oh, sorry.
The name of his speech is Declaring Your Direction. It's 5 to 7 minutes, and I will be reading your introduction. Deborah's Place is Chicago's largest provider of supporting housing for women who are homeless due to poverty, mental illness, addiction, or other causes. On June 11th, Tim Wilson will present his speech declaring the direction to the women of Deborah's Place. This is the introduction portion of the speech. And now please join me in welcoming Tim Wilson.
We all need to have a direction in our life. We all need to have a place that we feel we're moving towards, a goal, something we definitely want to do. The challenge many of us face is we aren't quite certain which direction that is, where we should go, what we should do. After all, there's so many directions. I could go here, or I could go over here, or I could go over here. Which direction do I take? Where do I want to go? What path do I want to go on? It's a huge, huge issue. And it's something we all face from a very, very young age. There is a question that most of us, if not all of us, have faced from some adult. And this question has defined and changed our lives at that moment. It's a question all adults will sometime, later than other, ask small kids. They aren't trying to hurt them or warp them or damage them. It's just a question that naturally occurs to the adult mind. It never occurred to the kid until that moment. You've all heard it. You've all felt it. You've all known that things forever were going to be different. It happens when an adult turns to you and said, "So what are you going to do when you grow up?" There's something beyond being a kid. We had no idea. We thought we were just going to be kids forever. Hey, play, have fun. All of a sudden we're aware that somewhere down the line we have to grow up. We have to get older. We have to go in some direction. And so the challenge is, what direction do we want to go in? How do you want to go? How do you want to get there? What are we going to do? And so as a kid, the first thing we do is look around us and see what things are. And we see a police car, we say, "I want to be a police person." See a fire engine, we say, "I want to be a fire person." Whatever happened in the 60s, we might say, "I want to be an astronaut." And very quickly, we learned that those aren't the things we really want to do. And so we still face that question. What do we want to do? What do we want our direction in life to be? I've had a completely different experience from everybody here. Are they different life experiences, different situations? I'm different. I understand that. One thing I face is this challenge of trying to figure out where I want to go in life, what I want to do, where I want to head off to. And if anybody here has had that sort of experience, then we have at least that much in common. That challenge of figuring out our life direction. Now, some of you may have figured it out already, and that's great. If you have, that's wonderful. But for a lot of us, we're still struggling and working on that. Trying to understand where we're going to head off to. I have had this challenge of working on developing this thing of life direction for a long time until one day I came to this program that this woman was giving. And it was incredible because it opened my eyes up to possibilities I hadn't really thought about before. It laid out in a very simple, systematic ways how to figure out your life direction, how to figure out where you want to go. Because it's not really that great a mystery, because we all know inside us what we like and what we don't like. All too often we end up doing things that we don't like just because they're there, just because they're easy. But if we think about it, really take the moment to plan, change, work on it, we can figure out what we actually do want to do. And that was what I learned at this program. It's what I want to share with you all. How do we get our life direction? How do we get moving down that path? Now, at the end of this program, you will gain a tool that you can use to figure out what's the most important thing in your life. A simple, easy-to-use tool you can use anytime. And as new things come into your life, you can put those things at the top. You'll gain a tool you can use to remind you of that direction. So if you ever forget about it, you ever get off track, you ever get into something else, you'll know that, no, this is what I want to do. This really is what I want to do and where I want to go. And you will learn about the importance of having that direction and maintaining that direction. And you'll learn all of that right